Howdy guys, I'm John Rocket 83 here, bringing you a different type of video to the channel, and it's just a farewell letter to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, as it looks like after this recent update, the Season 6 Battle Pass is gone, which is a shame. I was hoping they'll go the same way as like Black Ops 4, it's the last season, but you can still progress the Battle Pass even after the season's done. And it looks like that Treyarch and Activision are just going straight into full support for Black Ops Cold War. So, gotta say straight away, thumbs up and a fantastic round of applause to Infinity Ward last year with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think it's one of the best CODs that have come out in recent memory. It's got probably one of the best campaigns that I've played in a while, and the multiplayer it's the multiplayer. You'll deal with a lot of sweaty, annoying people all the time, but that's normal in Call of Duty at this point. And they implemented the Warzone mode, which is the first time we've seen it. So first time they introduced Warzone, and great introduction to it. And that's going to be merged in with Black Ops Cold War on the 16th of December. So to start things off again, let's start with the campaign. I thought the campaign was fantastic. The characters, the returning characters again, like Captain Price and Gaz and Nikolai, they were treated respectfully in this game. Even though they're differently voiced, like Sergeant Garrick or Gaz, he's black now, even though in the original he was white, doesn't matter. He's still really respected very well. All the characters are respected very well. They are very familiar to you straight away, and all that kind of stuff. So that was a great thing about this campaign. I know it wasn't the same voice actor for Captain Price, but I don't really know the guy's name who did the voice for Captain Price in this one, but he did a fantastic job as Captain Price. And Alex was a nice addition to the game. Nice, a pretty interesting character, but you never really got to find out what his surname was. And don't go on saying like, "Oh, it's Alex Mason." No, it's not. No, it wouldn't be. It would not be Mason. And then we also got Farah and Hadir. Farah was an interesting character, being the leader of a rebel group in Urzikstan, or the mythical country Urzikstan. And now, I know originally when this game first came out, it really pissed off the Russians because of how they portrayed the Highway of Death event, which was horrible. I never knew about it myself, but hearing about it was just like, yeah, you can't just change history like that. That's just fucked up. Yeah, so it was also good to see old characters like Sergeant Griggs again, who I think I heard was voiced by the original voice actor of Griggs, so that was good to see him return. And it was good to see all those characters, and there's some memorable quotes in this campaign as well, like these examples.
They sent us in half-assed, so everyone can just keep pretending we're not at war.
Yeah, like the fucking century, that is.
Why have we got our hands tied? Let's just take the bloody gloves off and fight. Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line wherever you need it, Sergeant. End of the day, someone has to make the enemy scared of the dark. We get dirty, and the world stays clean. That's the mission.
And not piece of shit examples like this one.
Yeah, you're the expert in quiet.
I'm a goddamn onion, Mason. You should know that.
But yeah, so again, Modern Warfare has some of my favorite missions in the campaign. Clean House was an interesting one. I was hearing stuff about it before they showed it off, and I thought when I played it myself, it was a pretty shocking mission. It's not a long mission at all. It lasted about, with this realism playthrough that you can see, it took me about 8 minutes to get through, but that was because I died once, and that was it. I've already played it once on realism difficulty. And yeah, it's one of my favorite missions in the game. Some of the other missions, the Wolf's Den was an interesting one too. Again, same thing. Start off a bit like Clean House, then you go into these caves, and then you only have a pistol, and you can't see much. That was an interesting idea. A little bit of like underground trench warfare type stuff. Trying to There were some other missions that were good. Interesting. One interesting mission in particular was the one where you played as Farah when she's a little girl. That was, I mean, she can't really handle a weapon at this time because she's a little girl. And that little battle with that Russian soldier who's Minotaur from the multiplayer. Yeah, you had to like sneak around the house and yeah, you had to sneak around the house and find objects to stab into him to stun him, and then Hadir came in and you shot him up with the AK. And there's actually a skin that was introduced in season 6 that gives him like the bloody look that he got after he was killed. So that was kind of a nice little skin that they added. Another thing I found kind of intriguing is that the first mission of the game, it starts on October 25th, which was Modern Warfare's release date, October 25th, 2019, and then it progresses further in those days. And yeah, there's not much else for me. I mean, there was that one where you're in a prison camp, and they animated it differently for Farah since she's not fully an expert with weapons. They animated it so it took longer for her to reload, like the AK, the Glock, all those guns that you get. So that was a nice touch. It's a huge amount of attention to detail into this game. It's amazing. Like, I remember seeing videos of like the M4A1 having a little clip at the top of the magazine that if you remove the magazine, that clip would flick up, and then when you put it back in, it clips back down. There's no need for those little bits of attention to detail, but it's really well appreciated. This game is so well animated, and it shows that Infinity Ward put a lot of passion and love into this game, and Raven helped alongside with them, mostly I think for Warzone. And yeah, that's what I've got to say about the campaign. The multiplayer. At first, it was pretty barren. Like, the maps were not very memorable, like, and they were pretty terrible in design too. Like, don't get me started, we got Euphrates Bridge, the one with the bridge in the middle. The spawns were too far away from the action. There was Arklov Peak, that's another terrible map. Those maps seem more designed for like 12v12 than 6v6. And of course, who can forget Piccadilly? It sucks that that one's a pretty bad map because it's got an interesting concept. It's actually Piccadilly Circus from the actual London, and it's like an interesting setup, but it plays awfully. And most of the time, you're gonna have people camping on the second-story buildings or at the construction site. And the things that they did add to the multiplayer, like new movement mechanics, they added mounting. I didn't mind that. That's good to get more accurate shots. If your gun's not that accurate when you're shooting normally, it's good that you have that mounting on cover to make it more accurate and more precise. And the double time sprinting, I really like that too. And I really wish that was in Black Ops Cold War, but it's not. Going back to the old school style, it seems. Field upgrades. I don't know why Dead Silence was a field upgrade. That was kind of strange, but they were alright as well. And there's the assault. There was the ammo pack. That was always good when you're playing with weapons that can run out of ammo just like that. And I really liked the battle pass system that they had for Modern Warfare, and it's good to see that's coming back in Black Ops Cold War. Unfortunately, I didn't really finish most of them. I actually used the last of my COD points each season to pay off to get to 200, so that was a bit silly of me. And yeah, Ground War, that was a nice addition. It was like Battlefield, but unfortunately not many people were playing it, so every time I get a match of Ground War, it'd be like 200 milliseconds of ping, which is not good for me, so I get killed instantly without knowing where that's coming from. Yeah, that's basically it there. I don't know why Gun Game wasn't in the game when it launched. That shouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, let's actually I'll talk about what were good things about Modern Warfare's multiplayer. The Gunsmith, that is a fantastic addition to the multiplayer, giving you like many choices of what you want to put onto your gun. The high amount of weapon levels, like 71 weapon levels for the M4, that was insane. And I thought that was pretty cool. Gives you more incentive to keep progressing and earning more things for your weapons and that kind of stuff. And Like the camos weren't too bad. I didn't really go for Damascus at all. I'm not really one of those people that wants to get the 100% completionist kind of things for like multiplayer weapons. I'm not one of those guys that wants to brag that, hey, I've got Damascus, hey, I've got Dark Matter, hey, look, I've got Diamond. I really don't care. If I get gold, it's like, oh wow, that's cool. If I get close to gold and I notice that, I'll be like, why the hell not? I'll go towards it. But yeah, the camos are pretty good. There was a lot of weapon charms to add, but I never really used them that much, except for the ones from the anime bundles that I got. And the operator idea, instead of having your own normal character, having the operators, that wasn't bad of an idea, and it was good that they introduced some memorable faces. Like Season 2, we got Ghost back, hell yeah. Fortunately not voiced by Craig Fairbrass, but again, the guy that voiced Ghost, he did a fantastic job, and I was glad that they brought back his old skin from Modern Warfare 2, and that was pretty cool. Season 3, we got Alex from the campaign. Never really explains how Alex survived the end of the campaign, because he sacrificed himself at the end of the final mission, but it's never explained how he's back. Season 4, we got ourselves Captain Price again. That was good. Season 5, we got Shadow Company introduced to the game, and we also had a new operator by the name of Lurch. We had Rose, and then Velikan. Or was Velikan introduced in Season 6? No, it was Season 5. So some new operators were introduced there. Actually, there were some other operators introduced that are new to the game. We had Mort, we had Ronin, we had Iskra. Trying to think of the others. There was obviously Velikan. Oh, Gaz was added, but then you could get him in the battle pass later. Sergeant Griggs was recently added, but there's no way to get him apart from, you know, spending your money on him. And I can't remember all the other operators. No, I got nothing. And the skins for the characters, if you went to the store, they were pretty entertaining to look at. They were pretty cool. I mean, the classic Ghost skin, that's one of my favorite like character designs I've seen. For those anime weeaboos out there, you had the Mara Kawaii Cap bundle, which is one of the ones I got. Also the Notice Me weapon bundles. I got, I believe, all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got all of them. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got all 4. I'm trying to think of some other things. Oh yeah, there was oh, I forgot the other guy's name. How the heck did I forget the guy's name? He was introduced in Season 1. No, I can't remember. I'm still trying my hardest to remember. We'll forget it. We'll just keep moving forward. So yeah, multiplayer. It got definitely better over time as the game got updated. You know, like got added new maps like Shoot House. That was a fantastic new 3-lane map they added to the game. And unfortunately, there's no Shoot House 24/7 playlist. That's one of the things that I should complain about. I know people were doing it to quickly level up, but I was sick of people seeing people online being like, "Oi, bring back Shoot House 24/7, bring back Shipment 24/7." Just stop it. There are some people that just can't handle that kind of stuff, and that would be me. I now and again want to vary up like my map selection, all kind of stuff. I'm sick of always playing Shipment 24/7 because the spawns were terrible, especially terrible in Modern Warfare. Especially terrible in Hardpoint. You have your hardpoint secured, the enemies will spawn exactly behind where you're capturing the hardpoint. That was stupid. A very chaotic fun though. When you're having a good time, it was very chaotic fun. I'm trying to think of the other maps they added. Atlas Superstore, that's a pretty large map, but it wasn't too bad. What was the other maps they added? Well, I didn't really play Gunfight much. I played it during the alpha, but that was it. I think that was the only time I really played Gunfight, apart from the tournaments that they had as well. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it when it comes to multiplayer. Now, finally, the next part, co-op. I have no idea what they did there, but they really fucked up the co-op. This Spec Ops is just terrible compared to like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. This Spec Ops was just awful. It felt more like a Battle Royale when you did the operations, and what a surprise, a few months later we got Warzone. It's the Battle Royale map. The map that you were on in Spec Ops was the Battle Royale map. They added classic Spec Ops missions to the game as well. They weren't as enjoyable either. They were still pretty annoying to play through. I don't know what they did with Juggernauts. They take forever to kill. They had the armor system, didn't really like that. The suicide bombers, they could not just shut the hell up. Every time I could hear that chant, it was just, oh, so annoying. just could not shut up. And every time you died and then you respawned, you still have the same amount of ammo that you had when you died, which makes no sense. And with a custom loadouts and that kind of stuff. Good thing that progression between multiplayer and co-op progress like besides each other. So like progression in multiplayer also worked in co-op, and that's the same with it working in Warzone. So yeah, co-op is pretty terrible. The survival mode that they added again from Modern Warfare 3, it just didn't work well in this one compared to the one in Modern Warfare 3. Then finally we have Warzone, which is going to be implemented into COD. Well, it was a good introduction. I did have a few wins, not many, but the Battle Royale is pretty fun, and if you have the right teammates, it's great. I also forgot to mention about this. If you were playing multiplayer matches, there was like a 9 out of 10% chance that you'll see someone using an MP7, an M4, an MP5, a Growl, just all the broken guns. And of course, Infinity will be like, oh, well, they nerfed it. I forgot about the 725 when the game first launched. That thing was broken. Absolutely broken. You could snipe people from halfway across the map. It's a shotgun. And the AS-Val, when that first was introduced, a 10-round mag should shoot you straight through the map. Doesn't matter how many walls you're behind, it will go straight to you and kill you. I forgot how broken the AS-Val was. But anyways, back to Warzone. That was a good mode. And it's still being continued on in Black Ops Cold War, of course, with Rebirth Island, or Alcatraz, as it's called. It's basically, I think it's the same map from Black Ops 4 Blackout, and that was pretty fun there, so I'm looking forward to playing that once again. And, yeah, Warzone was pretty fun. I mean, I like the way that you got your you earn money, all that kind of stuff. If you got killed, you got sent to the Gulag, you had to fight to get your way out. I was pretty shit at Gulag. And always great to get redeployed by your teammates if they have enough money, so it's good that you could use that, share that around. The ping system was pretty good. I remember it being pretty good. It's gotten better in Black Ops Cold War, but right now there's really no point in using it unless you're playing Dirty Bomb. But there are some people that still use it, and I don't know why. And also, the loadout drop. I don't know how to feel about the loadout drop. I think it was a right addition, but to be honest, I feel like I would have just preferred if it went with, like, hey, there's this gun on the floor, use that, get the attachments for it, all kind of stuff, instead of it being, like, rarity kind of thing, like Battlefield 5 Firestorm. That's what it reminded me of, but it's definitely much better than Firestorm, because you could actually find a match in Warzone. Plunder. That wasn't a bad mode either. Collect enough money, get to about $1 million, you win. That's basically how it worked for me. Though I must say, I did not like the Haunting of Verdansk event when it came to looting chests. Nice. Motherfucker! Yes, I did! Ah, my ears! Now, I hope Treyarch learns their lesson from Infinity Ward, but do not add jump scares to your chests when you're opening them, because you could be in the middle of a firefight, and bam, you get jump scared because it's a part of the event. Please don't do that, Treyarch. Please don't. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it here now, so thank you for watching. I gotta say, Modern Warfare, best COD in years. It's one of my favorites, and it's such a shame for it to go. Really liked playing it a lot, and granted I did rage a lot, and I definitely think it's better than Black Ops Cold War, but since I'm not really going to support it much after Season 1 for Black Ops Cold War comes out, it's a shame, because, yeah, Modern Warfare, fantastic Call of Duty. I know there's some other people out there that'll be like, oh, I think it's one of the worst, and I don't see why, but hey, you're entitled to your own opinion. But anyways, yep. Anyways, I'm going to stop it there, so thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that's going to be.